Hi, I'm Oliver Getley and I'm based in FIIK Studios in Leeds.
I'd started experimenting with cymbals in different ways, like putting contact mics on them and pouring water over them, and just experimenting in my basement with them for a while. And I was starting to think about like moving sculptures around public space and trying to make them sound out, and this is one of the simplest ways that I could think to do it. I think it's kind of like funny, they're a bit ridiculous. There's a sort of like childishness to it and like a simplicity. And yeah, really it's just that, and like trying to find devices that can make sound and like for people to interact with them and use them and like maybe be performed with in some way. I think they're sculptures you can like improvise with, and like I'm really interested in improvisation, and I think because these don't have really much of a function and they're quite direct, I think you can improvise with them quite easily. So I'm currently working on a project with Leeds City College, which is all based around Mabgate. Some students and I went on a listening walk around Mabgate and took notes of the different sounds that we could hear, different things of interest that came up during the walk. We then went back to the college and used components from an old washing machine to design and construct sound devices which they're going to be performing with in a few months' time. I wanted to choose an object which was relevant to Mabgate directly, and the washing machine is a water-based object, which is interesting to me because the only reason why Mabgate is how it is because of the beck which runs through it, which was used to power all of the industries that built up around there, and so the washing machine just felt really relevant. I came across this like a couple months ago when I bought this book. It's a Dennis Oppenheim work. I just saw this, and because I'm thinking a lot about motors and like spinning things, like it's called Power Passage, and I think it's like a plane propeller. I really want to recreate that just based off that image. I mean, I suppose I draw quite a lot actually. They usually are just designs, you know, just planning stuff. Yeah, just constantly drawing things that don't get made. These are some leaves that I collected from, you know, the Joseph Boyce tree that's outside Henry Moore? Yeah. I've been collecting some of the leaves for like, I think I've done it 2 years in a row now. Like when it loses them, I've collected them. I've got a big bag of them somewhere. I did this workshop online where I've like responded to the tree with people, and they used trees from their past and stuff, and we like tried to like recreate this soundscape around those trees like online. But you're not necessarily using leaves or anything like that, just using like stuff that you might find in that area, whatever that area was. I went to see an exhibition of kinetic work by Rie Nakajima, who had a show at FIIK Gallery called Cyclic, and that for me really opened up those ways of working with like activating objects through movement, and she approaches it through sculpture but also makes like experimental music and things like that. Another artist is Tamar Harpaz, who I've had some mentoring with, but her work during YSI sort of brought me back to that again when I maybe at a time when I'd forgotten about those interests in kinetic work. And then since then I've just been like getting closer and closer to working with objects to create sound, and then through, you know, activating them through yourself and your body, then coming to like creating these like machines, or wanting to create these machines that perform in their own way. And Stephen Cripps literally called them performing machines. Like, yeah, his drawings are amazing. Like the machines that he made were incredible.